interesting development in the Charlie Kirk case. They're saying that the ATF has came out and said that the bullet fragment that was found likely inside of Charlie Kirk during the autopsy is they're not able to match it to the rifle that belonged to Tyler Robinson. That doesn't mean that the bullet didn't come from the gun. It means that they weren't able to match the fragment to the barrel, like the engravings, like, because every time a bullet gets fired, there's rifling inside these inside of a barrel. I don't know how the rifling is in a Mauser, but I don't think Mausers are smooth bore or anything like that. So they didn't find the whole bullet. This is what they're saying. They didn't find the whole bullet. They found a fragment of it. Okay, there's a when I heard this, I was just like, okay, I know people was gonna take it and run with it. So now a lot of people saying, well, yeah, that means the bullet definitely didn't match. That's not what they're saying. They're just saying that it's inconclusive right now. But there was always weird stuff with this whole story, with the whole Charlie Kirk shooting thing. But let me say this for the record. I wasn't really a fan of Charlie Kirk at all. And a lot of people, y'all could clearly understand why. But I didn't like that he got killed like that on TV. I didn't want to see that, man. I don't think that was a good thing, because even though I didn't like what he said, that was his right to speak his mind. You know what I mean? Everybody got the right to speak their mind. Rather, we don't have to feel comfortable with what people say, but it is what it is. That's just how I see it, Period. Rather I like it or not, or like somebody or not, you say whatever you gotta say. Speak it. Speak your mind. But I don't think he was killed over what he said about that day. There's more to what happened to him. And I think he was probably taken out by not aligning with a certain belief system or a certain colonialism of countries and starting wars. I think that's probably what happened to him. But this whole situation with the shooting with the 30-06, and I said this a while ago that was a little weird because, man, if you guys know about guns, a 30-06 ain't no joke. Now, even at that distance that they say he was shot from, you would have saw some of his neck come up. You would have saw more damage than that when it hit him. Even if they used a fragmenting round, you would have saw. So that is a powerful round, man. And when I seen him get shot, that's more consistent. That would be, at least, like I said, I'm not a forensic expert or anything like that, but that wound was more consistent with like maybe a small caliber, like a handgun or something like that, or yeah, and it looked like it was up close. But hey, many people saying the same thing, because there's a lot of hunters out there use 30-06. A lot of people that do a lot of range practice, long range shooting, they use a 30-06. They know it's a devastating round. They know this. And we seen what 30-06 do to animals. Animals have tougher skin and flesh than we do. So a little area as a neck, can you imagine what that would do to a human's neck? Come on, man. And it was just weird because they were saying stuff about Tyler Robinson, like he just climbed down from the roof and he took the gun apart, and it was, that was all crap, And my personal opinion on it was Tyler Robinson probably was put in as some kind of a fall guy. Like he was there to look like he was the one that took the shot. Period. But then the thing about that is, okay, if that's the case, why isn't he saying nothing about that, right? if that really was the case, wouldn't they have tried to take Tyler Robinson out to stop him from talking? So it's like, it's a whole lot of stuff, a lot of, is this, like you trying to figure it out, but it's just like a lot of weird shit behind it. You're like, okay, well, we saying that he was a fall guy, or he was a distraction or a plant, but they let that plant and distraction get arrested and nothing happened to him without fear of him ratting or telling the real truth, right? And it's weird, man. Some people believe it was more than one shooter up there. They believe there was somebody with Tyler Robinson and they let him go, and then Tyler Robinson was supposed to take the fall. Others believe he's under MK Ultra. Hey man, listen, anything is possible. What y'all gotta understand is everything that we're seeing, everything the news is feeding us, is theater, bro. It's whether it's real or not. This is all part of a bigger script. That's all it is. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, man. Rebel World News. We'll catch y'all later on the next one.